I have a suspicion. I think this aircraft was smoked in. Folks, sometimes I wonder what and how things were done on this aircraft. Hello everybody, welcome back to my hangar. My name's Micah and today we're going to be doing some cleaning. I've already gotten started. I'll show you what I'm doing here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm pulling out all the trim and getting it cleaned up using some cleaning supplies. Also I've taken off the door panel and used my cleaning thing that I mentioned on locals and stuff. I've been cleaning that out. We got a lot to do here. You'll see that I've taken off the trim all the way around, and I'm working on this now. And my plan is to take this whole thing off and do several different things. So yeah, I'm going to be cleaning all of that, but I'm also trying to figure out why one of my overhead lights doesn't work. Bulb could just be blown, but I'm going to check that out as well as, yeah. So a couple things to do up there, so I might as well go ahead and pull it. You can tell it's pretty nasty, so we may end up having to paint that again. I hope not, but we may have to. Anyway, so just doing some cleaning and painting and things of that nature. That's what I'm doing today. Another thing I'm doing is working on my door latch. See, it works really smooth right now. I've been working on the whole thing, making sure this is free, this cable or rod. But the issue I found is actually right here. And this plate fits over top of it, and what happens is it puts pressure on this right here, and when it put pressure on this, the latch doesn't move. Now you may also notice that the latch itself, it looks bent, because it is. The pin right there is bent. I have one in the mail, should be here today. My wife and I are working on meeting halfway to get that, so I'm gonna get that replaced as well. So just doing some basic maintenance. The top latches perfectly fine, so it latches, no issues at all. You may notice that looks a little cleaner. I can show you some before video real fast. So yeah, you can tell this is quite a bit cleaner. I've also replaced all the finishing washers with new ones. I think that makes it look a lot better too. Not perfect. This is a stain that I can't get out. As well as this. I think this is leftover adhesive or something. But anyway, so yeah, just doing some stuff. Folks, sometimes I wonder what and how things were done on this aircraft. Guys, what in the world? Why is that wire wrapped around the screw? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm leaving my hangar. Unfortunately, the part I was waiting on has not come in. Thank you, United States Postal Service, and your impeccable ability to screw everything up. I have many more pieces of trim to clean. I'm bringing them with me home, where I can do them in a more comfortable position and location. As you can see, I have a suspicion. I think this aircraft was smoked in. I do. I think it was. All of this, so this is closer to the color it should be. Same piece, different side. This is what it is. If you can tell the difference there. And And it's several shades different. Here's some more. I think this is smoked in, and theoretically back in the day that was actually allowed. Not anymore, but it was then. There's even ashtrays and stuff, so I think that's what happened. I think that's why it's nasty as it is on these trims and stuff. We're just gonna clean it best we can and try to make it as nice as we can without spending a bunch of money. That's the goal. So let's get home and get that going. What's up, everybody? It's day 2 now of working on the door panel, hinge, and interior. Got a couple things done at home last night and this morning, and now I'm back at the hangar doing more work when I have the availability. Got to get back to my campaigning tomorrow, but I wanted to take at least a little bit of break and get some of this stuff taken care of. I'll show you what I've been working on here. So these are the pieces I was working on. The frame, I cleaned them at home and then I spray painted them with the correct plastic trim spray and all that kind of stuff. We got to put that back inside here and see how that's going to match. Some of the things, I know it's going to be a little bit lighter because it is newer, but looks so much better. So, yep, get to it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the fixed door hinge. So smooth! It was not like that before. It would stick in the open position. Alright, I've cleaned the overhead panel. Next is to paint it. And just gonna use the same color I used on the trim. And we'll get this painted, and then we'll have to put the markings back on it and install it back with everything else. So let's get to it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 3 working on my plane. Got the trim on its 3rd coat, 2 coats of color, 1 coat of clear, and the armrest is on its 1st coat of color paint as well. It's like a heirloom white, I think is what it's called. It's like a beige. Anyway, so that's getting done. I've got a couple more things to do on cleaning and prepping the aircraft. The doorknob is all good, works great, nice and smooth, and we're getting there. I got one thing of wiring I got to do. Unfortunately, what kind of had happened was when I took the panel down, for some reason one of the wires had gotten wrapped around one of the screws, and it broke the little connector. So I've got to go in there and just replace the connector. Not a big deal. Done it 1,000 times, maybe not 1,000, at least over 100 times. But so it should be pretty simple. So yeah, we're getting close. Hopefully today I'll have it done, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a day 4. Let's find out. All right, guys, it's day 4 of working on the trim and the interior. I need to get some more screws and stuff for the overhead panel, replacing those. Some were stripped out, some weren't the right screws, and it's gonna be interesting to get it all back together. Gotten pretty much everything painted. Got 2 things finishing up with their last coat of paint to get the main panel painted. See what that looks like. Ta-da! Look how nice that looks. Looks great. So that's done. And yeah, someone's doing their startup outside. You can hear it probably. So anyway, get going on this. Got some other plans now of what I want to do. I've kind of finished up on the interior, did some research, so cool things are happening. It's just taking longer and more time than anticipated. So anyway, let's get to it. All right, you guys ready to see the top overhead panel? There it is. I still got to put the handle on, but and fix that bulb right there. But look how much nicer that is. Sweet. What's up, everybody? Here at the hangar, and I was trying to get out the back like panel thing, so I could clean it. Discovered a few things when I got it out. But let me show you a little bit how long it took and what it took to get there. So those are two side panels I had to take off. There's the ELT I had to very carefully remove so it didn't go off. Had to unhook the door, took out all the seats, took off that entire bottom, that side panel, all the way around all the screws in order to get there. But I did. Now you can see all the way back in the tail. Hello! So, gonna inspect everything back there, make sure nothing's messed up, and keep working on this. But the whole point of all this was to get it out so I could actually clean it and then paint it. So that's it right there. You can tell how dirty and nasty that is. Absolutely disgusting. So I've got to set up all the plastic, create a little thing over here in this corner probably to actually paint it. Make sure paint doesn't get anywhere else. Now you may be asking, why am I doing all of this work for the interior? Well, it needs it, to say the least. Here's an example of some of the things I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to get new carpet in there, new side panels and stuff. Let me show you why. There you go. This was the original color of the carpet. This is what it looks like now throughout the whole cockpit. In some places it's even worse. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So I'm gonna have to replace all that. So that and many other reasons is why I am doing all this work on the interior. And it's a way that I can do it without, having to worry about flying or anything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my A&P down here and inspect some stuff and everything before I, of course, fly it. Everything's got to be inspected. But man, it's been a long day already, and I still have probably a good 2-3 hours worth of work to go. Let's get to it.
All I want
Now you might be asking, why clean it if you're just going to paint it? Well, I don't want the paint to come off from all the dirt and grime. So it's better to clean it first, then paint it after that. Probably going to spray it again, wipe it down again, and then paint it. Alright guys, it is day 5 or 6. I've lost count. But today's a special day. I get to show you guys what the back panel looks like now. Completely cleaned and painted. I still have placards and other stuff, little, you know, details to do, but I wanted to show you guys this. And it's honestly, it's mind-boggling. So let me show you. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's just unreal. It looks like now. Unreal. So that's going to complete this video. I'm going to have a part 2 where I get into replacing a bunch of other stuff that's inside the aircraft. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. You'll get to see the back panel in place next video, as well as working on some insulation and some other things we're going to be doing. I don't know if we'll get to the carpet in part 2. That may have to come later when I have the money to buy carpet. But if you guys want to help me get there, if you want to help me complete this project that I'm working on, you can do that by going over to Locals. It's mmflightclub.locals.com and supporting me on a monthly basis. A little as $2 a month. I'd appreciate if you drop $10 or more. There's also a link down below if you want to just do a one-time donation towards this channel. You're more than welcome to do that. I rely on your support. YouTube does not give you a bunch of money with ads, contrary to popular belief. I don't get a lot of money from ads. I think this last month I got $53 from almost 100,000 views. So you're not gonna get a ton of money from YouTube. It's just that's used to. You got a lot more, not anymore. But anyway, so I appreciate you watching though. Be sure to hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Comment, let me know if you're enjoying this type of content, you want to see more of it, and look forward to part 2 where we see the back panel in the aircraft and get into some other things. So until next time guys, I'll see you up in the sky.